President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held bilateral talks with the visiting Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in Cairo. The talks tackled bilateral relations as well as a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern as part of the strategic partnership binding the two countries. Presidential spokesman Bassem Radi said the talks would enhance the partnership between Cairo and Riyadh, which aims at establishing peace, security, stability and development in a unified vision for the benefit of both nations and other Arab and Islamic nations. Later, Prince Mohammed left Egypt after a two-day official visit. Speaking via video conference at the inauguration of the third Aswan Forum for Sustainable Peace and Development, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said the forum is a platform to discuss African files at a time full of challenges, reiterating that current challenges necessitate a boost of common efforts and unified vision to confront challenges.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi asserted on Tuesday that Aswan Forum is a platform to discuss African files at a time full of challenges. Speaking via video conference at the inauguration of the third Aswan Forum for Sustainable Peace and Development, the President said the forum is being held while the international community is suffering from mounting tension that has far-reaching consequences on various levels, political, economic and developmental, consequently affecting African countries, particularly food and energy security. President al-Sisi also noted that food crisis that the African countries are currently experiencing requires adopting a package of urgent and effective measures in coordination with the international partners and the international community to support African countries in handling its effects by diversifying food sources and security supply chains for the continent's countries. The President said sustainable measures to maintain food security must be taken swiftly, adding that African cooperation and implementation of joint initiatives are important to achieve aspirations. Concerning peace and security, the head of state stressed the significance of combating terrorism, arms trafficking and proliferation, in addition to the increase of organized crime, human trafficking and illegal immigration. Dealing with climate change challenges, President al-Sisi said Africa is the most affected with climate change and promises to deal with repercussions of climate change have to be met. The President highlighted the role of the forum in peace and stability in Africa, in addition to benefiting from the youth power and visions for creating the future of the African countries remain the cornerstones that shall be adhered to in order to counter the successive crises and intertwined challenges. President al-Sisi also said women and youth empowerment are the backbone of development of the African continent.
The third edition of the Aswan Forum for Sustainable Peace and Development kick-started under the title Africa, an Era of Consecutive Dangers and Vulnerability to Climate Change, Sustainable Paths for a Peaceful Continent Capable of Withstanding Hardship. The two-day forum takes place within the framework of Egypt's keenness on pushing forward the African work agenda through the delicate phase international relations are going through. The third edition of the forum is held in Cairo with both physical and video conference participation. A number of speakers addressed the event either physically or via video conference, including President of the African Union Commission, Moussa Faki, and the UN Secretary General, Antonio Guterres. Addressing the Aswan Forum, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry said the third edition of the forum underlines the importance of Cairo directing to the African continent. He said the event aims to forward effective solutions to challenges facing the continent in cooperation with international partners. Shoukry said unprecedented exceptional political developments on the international stage with their repercussions on Africa draw the urge to find solutions. The top diplomat stressed that food security is the most urgent issue for Africa, adding that verifying food sources and imports and securing supply chains have to be addressed. The Bed Rehabilitation and Reform Center received a delegation from the National Council for Human Rights. The delegation toured the center to follow up its healthcare center that offers the best healthcare to its inmates. It also toured the Rehabilitation and Nursery Center and saw handcraft products by female residents of the center and studied care being offered to their babies. The delegation toured the Technical Training Center, where inmates are taught various professions. The NCHR visit took place among a number of visits by the Council to stand at modern systems which cope with human rights criteria.